Welcome everyone to the Art of Graphics and Design. In this video we will be kind of going over what we're going to do in the future. Um, I have very openly been obsessed with computer graphics since I was a small kid, and now that I am a grown adult and I can afford much better toys, um, I have become addicted to trying to squeeze every bit of graphical beauty out of my video games and movies and things such as that. 4K, 8K, the whole thing. So in this video, we're just showing some samples of some different games that have beautiful graphics and all different kinds of graphics, as you'll see coming up here. Looking at a game like the Ascent, it's a very beautiful game. The art style is incredible. The attention to detail is really awesome in this game. If you haven't played the Ascent, it really is worth a look. Great game, and it's a lot of fun to play. It's extremely fun. But with something like a graphics channel, there are other people who I have great respect for, such as Digital Foundry, who have a great amount of detail they put into their videos. Their videos involve pixel counts and zooming in on screen space reflections on different consoles or different video cards, switching video settings and graphical settings, and then comparing the two. These guys really do an amazing job. I've been a fan of theirs for a long time, and I followed their content that they put out very closely. But that's not what I'm going to do here. What I'm going to do here is just kind of celebrate the beauty on the screen. I'm not going to get too much into the numbers or what kind of graphics card you need or what kind of CPU you need to be able to run some of these games. We may touch on that stuff from time to time. For example, just saying something like, if you want to be able to run Flight Simulator at high graphics, you better have a really beefy PC. Things such as that. But for the most part, though, this will just be a celebration of games, both old and new, that are stunning to look at. And there are some games that even after years have gone by, they are still really amazing to go back and look at and see in all their glory. And another thing that we might do on the channel is we might also go back and kind of let nostalgia take over some of the games that once upon a time we thought looked incredible. Not as much of that, but it might be fun to do sometimes, because there were games such as like Oblivion. Oblivion looks kind of silly now with the strange character models and things like that, but at the time Oblivion was the best looking game there was, and the fact that it was a huge open world game with all that beauty, really incredible. So we may go back and we may have to make some videos of running older games like that, in 4K absolutely ultra settings, and things such as that. I know a lot of people mod Oblivion and Skyrim. I'm not really gonna go with mods on this channel or this video series. It's not going to be so much about mods, but we're going to celebrate what the developers have done themselves. Mods are awesome, and we've all seen what GTA 5 and Skyrim and other games can look like with mods. I know Assetto Corsa is extremely beautiful when modded. But that's not really what we're after. We're after games that, out of the box, anybody can play, look fantastic. That's what we're after. So we're going to focus on that. And some games are absolutely beautiful, but they're not necessarily games that get a lot of praise for that, such as what we're looking at right now with Dirt Rally 2.0. Not a game that a lot of people talk about graphics wise, but certainly one that's really good looking. Also, the Hitman series, which we're about to see here, the Hitman series is another gorgeous series, the trilogy, not all the Hitman games, but the most recent trilogy, 1, 2, and 3, really, really beautiful games to look at, and especially 3 has a pretty amazing level of detail. But for anybody who owns 3, you can go back and play 1 and 2 with updated graphics so that it looks better and more like 3 on the first and second Hitman. So that's pretty incredible too. But this is going to be kind of an adventure. I'm going to experiment with some different kinds of videos, different kinds of content. Maybe sometimes we'll just play a game that's gorgeous and we'll just enjoy the time of day change. Something like Red Dead 2 that, from day to night and then back to day is absolutely beautiful. We may experiment with something like that, or we may not necessarily review games, but when new games come out that are really graphically taxing on a computer, we may do kind of a let's play, let's take a look at what this can do kind of a thing. I know one game that I'm looking forward to is Stalker 2, which is looking like it's going to be really, really, really nice to look at, and I'm sure it'll probably require quite a PC to run at those kind of visual settings, but that will be really fun to see, new games come out. I am all about graphics. I always have been. A game, for me to actually play a game, has to have substance also. I can't just go off of graphics alone. If the game's no good, I'm not going to play it. But if something looks good enough, we may play it a little bit on the channel just to enjoy the visuals, just to kind of, take a look at something that's really, really pretty. And hopefully we'll have good interactions from people who are viewers of the channel, and they can let me know if there's games that they want looked at or showcased, or maybe different games that I'm not thinking of. I am currently on PC and PC alone. I do have an Xbox, but it is a One X. It's a last gen Xbox. I haven't been able to get a Series X yet with the shortages and all the problems we've had during this crazy pandemic. But I just wanted this channel to be like a celebration of one of the best things about video games, because great graphics in a video game aren't just about, oh, look how strong my computer is, but they're about kind of putting you in that world. If a game looks good enough, it will put you in that world where you feel like you're actually there. And that's why most of us play video games anyway. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we have to look forward to. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'd like to hear what you want to see going forward. I'm going to, like I said, do some experimenting, and we'll see where we go. But I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot.